Welcome back to Manifest with Medi. It's Strategic Saturday, the day we don't just think about tomorrow, but we design it. Today we're talking about strategy in its most powerful form. Not hustle, not grind, but purpose. There's a Japanese concept that has been studied for decades because of its connection to the longest living people on the planet. That concept is Ikigai. And as I always say, when you have purpose, you have a reason to live. Medi. Ikigai loosely translates to reason for being. It's what you get out of bed in the morning for, even when life feels heavy. The people of Okinawa, Japan, where Ikigai originated, are among the longest living populations in the world. But here's the key. They don't live long because they chase longevity. They live long because they live with meaning. Ikigai sits at the intersection of four things: what you love, what you are good at, what the world needs, what you can be rewarded for. But today, I want you to think beyond the diagram. Ikigai is not just personal, it is strategic. Why Ikigai is a strategy for the future? Let me tell you. Most people create strategies around money, titles, timelines, or external validation. But Ikigai asks a deeper question. Who am I becoming? And why does it matter? Strategic planning without purpose leads to burnout. Success without meaning leads to emptiness. And a future built without alignment eventually collapses. Ikigai is future-proof because it adapts as you grow. It anchors you during uncertainty, and it keeps you mentally, emotionally, and spiritually engaged. When you have Ikigai, you're not just planning for success, you're planning for sustainability. Here's what research and lived experience show us. People with Ikigai experience lower stress, maintain stronger social connections, have better mental health, feel needed and valued well into old age. They don't retire from life. They may stop working, but they never stop contributing. Purpose literally keeps the body alive. So when we talk about strategy, we're not just talking about 5-year plans. We're talking about lifespan strategy. Let's bring this into real life. If you're building a business, Ikigai helps you avoid building something that drains you. If you're a leader, Ikigai keeps you from leading from ego instead of service. If you're in transition, Ikigai reminds you that your value doesn't just disappear because a chapter ends. Strategic leaders don't just ask, what's profitable? They ask, what's purposeful and still sustainable? That's how legacies are built. I want you to take a breath right now. Ask yourself, what am I doing that feels meaningful, not just productive? Where am I forcing outcomes instead of following alignment? If I lived another 40 years, what would I want to still be known for? Your answers are clues. Your curiosity is strategy. Your honesty is direction. Here's the secret most people miss. Ikigai isn't found, and I apologize if I'm not pronouncing it correctly. I will look into the correct pronunciation. I know if you speak Japanese, you're probably like, girl, but my bad. Okay, so I'm apologizing. But I love that word, however you say it. Okay, it's remembered. It's the thing you were drawn to before survival took over, before fear edited your dreams, before life told you to be realistic. When your goals align with your Ikigai, manifestation becomes effortless because you're no longer fighting yourself. Purpose removes resistance. Let's anchor this episode with intention. Repeat after me. I am aligned with my purpose. My future is built on meaning, not pressure. What I do matters, and I matter because I am here. Remember this. Strategy is not just about where you're going. It's about why you want to live long enough to get there. And as I always remind you, when you have purpose, you have a reason to live. This is Manifest with Medi. I'll see you next time. I love you.